Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Night 1. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In today's Lord Fenton Gaming Infamous builds, we are going to do a combination of the Paladin, a little bit of a fighter, and the Champion of Torm build. That is right, we're going to make our Holy Champion of Smites. Now once again, gender won't matter. This time race, I'll probably say human. That's the best bet for those extra feats. Go the other race, but you lose out on a feat. Since the paladins, when we build them up, are starved in feats. Portraits again, do your own personal thingy on that. Now, real quick overlay of the class. Fire will only do level 6 for now. Paladin's gonna be level 15 levels, and rest gonna be the Champion of Torm, which is gonna be starting late pre-epic. So that's what we're going to do. Next up is alignment. We're going to pick Lawful Good because that's the only way to access the Paladin class in this game. That's right. That's why we're going to do that. Alright. Our abilities, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put up strength up to 16 and then spend 2 levels only get into 18. Do some decent damage, so I use bull strength to buff that up nicely for base damage. Plus Dex is a dump stat. I'll look for items for that. The 2 campaigns before Hordes of the Underdark is nice Dex increasing items. Constitution I'll do 12 and leave it at that. Too much more survivable. Wisdom 14 so I can access all spells including the level 4 Holy Sword spell. Turns my weapon to a Holy Avenger. So I'm going to do that. Intelligence I am going to do is leave at 10 for now, so I get a few points, and charisma I am going to put at 15. Now after level 8 of leveling, all those points will go to charisma, and those Champion of Torm levels will be charisma also. So keep that in mind when you're leveling up your characters like that, because again Smite depends on charisma modifier, including divine might. So higher charisma score means it's more likely you get bonus damage, bonus defense if you're doing divine defense spell, the other one. Now let's configure the fire spell package for skills and such. Alright, the main thing is before the Champion of Torm levels is concentration. We're going to get some high points in. Discipline is the only one we're going to max out. Again, paladins are going to be skill starved, and persuasion, that's what we're going to do. So now let's talk about the feats, shall we? Now we have 3 feats to choose from. We're going to pick our weapon focus that's required for the Champion of Torm. It's Scimitar because they have a night threat range. We could turn that to a Holy Avenger. Our next one we're going to do is power attack. It's a gateway to many feats. And last but not least, we are going to do is blind fighting, so we can fight against invisible foes offhand, or anybody uses invisibility. So anybody evil doing that will get killed instantly. Well, most likely, but still, that's not the point. It's great against invisible foes. Looks don't matter, name, etc. don't matter too, so keep that in mind. So overall, this build, our goal is going to be is get to 40 with mega smite powers, 3 smites per day. Now the Paladin and Champion of Torm I will demonstrate later will share the same smite tree, so you can't have 6 smites. No, they balance that out big time. And 1 lay on hands too. But still, this is a great class though to fight against evil. Since most of the campaigns are evil, only thing the weakness is neutral foes and such, and good guys most definitely. So you need to be careful on that, and you need to also maintain the Lawful Good alignment. So look like everything's all set and done. We'll skip ahead towards the character creation. So here we go. Alright, now I'm at the character creation. I have a Scimitar equipped, full plate armor, and tower shield. That's your goal for that. So now we're going to do fire. We're going to do 2 levels of Paladin, because we're going to do some alternations until then. Now, Champion of Torm's requirements are easy. +7 base attack, weapon focus, and non-evil. We already got 1 done, 2 done so far. The other one's very natural. This is why it's one of those prestige classes is the easiest if you're going the good guy route. So now we're going to pick Paladin. We're going to max out Persuasion. That is right, that's why I left some points there. And we're going to max out Discipline and Concentration. This would be great. We get to 20 for most of the official campaigns and such. So now we get Divine Grace, Divine Health, and Lay on Hands. So that's good for a Paladin. Now let's get to our level 2 Paladin, which is level 3 total. Again, do the same thing. Concentration, Discipline, our main skill, and Persuasion. And now what we're going to do is, let's see here. We're going to do some extra smiting. So instead of 1 a day, we get 3 a day. That is right. That's the key to this build, is that and greater smiting in the very late epic levels, when you want to go on the prestige servers and such, or bigger challenges. So next up, we're going to go back to fighter, and we're going to do 1 strength of 2, since it's level 4. We're going to only do concentration and discipline and leave the points for persuasion. Now we got 1 more feat, and I am going to see what is there. We're going to pick cleave, so when we kill a foe, we get 1 extra attack against another. So now we're at level 5 total, and our character Paladin is level 3. We'll only get him to 15, so this way he'll cast level 4 spells and rule like a boss. And again, we're going to max out Persuasion. Because of our high charisma score we're going to do, it's going to be a nice modifier for that. And that is done for the Paladin. Back to fighter, we're working towards weapon specialization to give 1 extra damage for the Scimitar, which is very nice. And again, we'll just do the 2 we can't do. We can only do like discipline and concentration we can't do. And now we're going to go down the list and let's see what else there for us. I'm just checking, make sure weapon specialization. Nope. And I'm going to pick Great Cleave for one reason only. It'll get you extra hits on foes, especially if they're evil. That's what you want. Now we're going to pick the Paladin again. Max out Discipline, Concentration, and Persuasion. By then, you should be talking smoothly to get things your way. Now we're going to pick Fire. This is the last time to put Strength in. Everything else is going to be Charisma. Again, you also do Concentration, Discipline. You know the drill. And we are going to look for 1 feat, which is Weapon Specialization, and we're going to lay off leveling the Fighter. And the rest of those levels will be Paladin until he's 15. Then we'll go for a Champion of Torm for those extra feats and such. Especially you want those in the epic levels. Now we're doing this Paladin. That is right. And there we go. Max out your Persuasion. And now we're going to go into the serious feats, which is Divine Might. Your charisma modifiers will be put in damage, basically. So, all weapon damage, high charisma score, you're like a boss. It uses up your turn undead, so that's very useful in my personal opinion. Now, Paladins are feat starved, so keep that in mind. And skills will just do the same thing. Yep, they are feat starved, so we need to be careful on choosing feats until they're level 15. Alright, concentration. There we go. Do what you want to do until 15 in Paladin. You can't do anything else for Persuasion. You get that at 20 at least, so you're kind of good to go. So now, next up is another Paladin level, which is level 8. We're going to pick Charisma now. That's just level 12, so keep that in mind. So it's 16 and 20 with Charisma for the non-epic levels. Now what we're going to do is go down the list and look for extra turning. Now this gives you more turn undead usage, which is really more Divine Might usage. That's what we want for this Paladin. And we're going to do Concentration, Discipline, and Persuasion. And he's done since he's feat starved. Now we're going to do the next one, which is another Paladin level, which is level 10. 5 to go before we stop. Persuasion, yep. And now we're going to get to level 15 total, which is level 11 Paladin. And here's the thing, we're going to keep on repeating like this until we're done. And what we're going to do is pick, this is more of a defensive move, it's Divine Shield. This adds charisma to your armor and such, which is really nice in my personal opinion. So now everything looks all set to go. We're going to get Paladin level 12, which is 16 on your character. And we're doing another charisma boost. Yeah, your persuasion should be really going up thanks to these high charisma scores too. Keep that in mind. So now we're going to level up, hit the Paladin. Again, at this point we're probably getting slowly out of the original campaign, or the Shadows of Undertine. Yeah, so we're probably going to be starting the Hordes of the Underdark, or at least a bit into it now. So we're sort of finishing off the Paladin train here, that is right. So our next ability we're going to have them to get is Improved Critical, and we're going to lower the threat range on critical so we do more crits. That's right. So it'll be 17 to 20 now, and we'll be like a boss. So that's good. Now we're going to pick is Paladin, this next one. Click that one, which is 15. That's the final level. We'll be able to cast level 4 spells, and because we have 14 wisdom, we have access to it. This is the final time to do this setup on especially Persuasion. And now concentration is going to be a little up and down when you do the fire levels. After that, start investing either taunt or tumble. I did tumble so I could, when I move in position, I'll dodge a little more better. So now we're going to go into Champion of Torm levels. Now here's the recommended spells. I'll explain again later. You put Holy Sword on level 4. Then you put, let's see here, Prayer, more attack bonuses. Bull Strength to base our base attack for with strength, of course. Roar Glory is another attack buff. Let's see here, Bless, another attack buff, etc., etc. Protection against alignment, against evil, and of course Divine Favor is another attack buff. So now we're going to go into the real deal, the Champion of Torm. Yeah, this will be Keldorn's prerequisite class, because he was a Paladin of Torm. So now what we're going to do is get Charisma up. Now at this point in the game we're at level 20, so we're about to get into epic levels territory. So the Champion of Torm will start working that. What we're going to do is switch off with fire though, alternating at a certain point until there's level 6 fire for one reason and one reason only. Epic weapon specialization, you want that. So now what we're going to do is click to level next, and we're in the epic zone. That is right, folks. We're officially beyond 20 once I click this level up. I'm going to click Champion of Torm for now to do some feats. We get discipline, start pumping points in the tumble. So you gotta get used to that from now on. We are going to pick, let's see here if it's here, Epic Prowess. That is right. We got one more feat, and I'm looking for Epic Weapon Focus Scimitar. Yes, Epic Prowess bonus to attack, Scimitar's bonus to Scimitar damage. So now we're going to pick as Fighter and get the last 2 fire levels around this range, going for Epic Weapon Specialization. They're the only class that could use it. And we got Concentration max somewhat, and Discipline. That's good for now. We're going to hit is another fire level. This should be the final draw on that. So what we're going to do is Epic Weapon Specialization, and that should end the fire level. Now this will give us +4 bonus to attack damage, and for the remainder of our days, besides the crit threat levels 15 through 20, 2x, which is real nice. We get crits more often with Scimitar. We're going to do the Champion of Torm. And we're all going to dump all the stats into Charisma from here on out in the epic levels. So what we're going to do is Tumble and Discipline. And we are going to do is, I'm looking at right now, Armor Skin. Give us more natural armor, because we're going to need it at this point. Yep, 2 AC. That's going to help us out a little bit. So now we're going to do another Champion of Torm level. Yeah, that is right. We're going to build up our smite damage and such, and Divine Wrath. When we get it, we're going to be very devastating. So this next portion is going to be Champion of Torm levels. Unfortunately, they have Wisdom. They should have swapped it out with Charisma, but still, you do Epic Toughness, gives yourself a little bit more hit points. Again, you do Champion of Torm, and then they'll get like fire, like feats and such. That's why many fires sometimes take it, which is pretty good though for the extra feats, and if they want Paladin-like abilities, minus the spell casting though. So again, you do Tumble and Discipline. Now you go down this list, and we're going to look for, if I remember right, greater Charisma. Here's the reason why. we're going to get some extra charisma so we could start building that Smite. And out of this pool, we're going to do is, I think I'm going to do is, let's see here, Epic Toughness 2. That's good enough. A little bit more extra hit points. We got 30 more hit points, which is nice. And more charisma, so we got 21. We need 4 more to get the magic number 25 for greater smiting. We could keep on adding damage to that from here on out. So now we're going to get in the higher levels, which is I believe 36. And again, you do your discipline and your tongue. We know the drill by then. And we're going to pick, okay, we're stuck in the Champion of Torm tree. And let's see what else to get. I believe I started to pick things like knockdown and such. That's good. Champion of Torm, we'll pick that. You know the drill and the skills at this point of the video. Yeah. And then we're going to look for is, let's see here, Greater Charisma 2. You click that. You're all good to go. Now we do Champion of Torm. Now at this point in the video, we're about 31 levels, level 31 total. And what we're going to do is, okay, we're going to do Proof Power Attack. We might use that a bit, in case we need that, a little bit extra damage in Desperation. Well, now what we're going to do is level up again. We're at level 36, I believe. We're getting slowly closer to Epic Zone, which is real nice though, I think. Yep. And now what we're going to do is get that higher. We're starting to, well, it might be 32. My math might be wrong, but still, we're in the 30s. Greater Charisma. Yeah, I'm just going over this right now, make sure there's no Greater Smite. Once we get access to that, we'll rain our feats on that will be that. Champion of Torm. You know the drill, and there's going to be another one of those, I think, nope, it's another goose egg for feats. So at this point, we're getting closer to level 36, if I remember right, if I'm doing the math. And there's Call Shot. I was considered getting that, but yeah, I'll probably use more smiting and such. Yeah, I'll probably use smite more often. Yeah, that means you'll rest more often, you'll cast more often, rinse, repeat. Epic Toughness 3, we'll leave at that for 3. Now, we're going to get one more point in Charisma. This will give us access to a Greater Smite, and it will be in the Champion of Torm tree. Once you get that access, your Smite damage should go up big time. And now we're going to go down the list, and we're going to look for that. There it is right there, Great Smite. And that does more damage for your smiting, your Smite Good or Smite Evil. We were the Smite Evil type of people, so we're going to be smiting them. So last few levels will be either skill base or greater smite on the feet. So yeah, this will go much more faster. Now at the point of your going towards 4, you're getting closer. Your damage will be insane. Only thing is, neutral foes you need to be more careful, especially prismatic dragons. That's the only thing you'll suck against is those. I tested that out on Arena in this mod. Yeah, it was not fun. But the others are great though. This ability is great for Smiting Evil. If not, you fall back on some damage. I'm doing some good damage. So we got Greater Smite to level 3, and that is all good. I think that's it for it. We're getting closer to finish out the epicness. So that's 26 charisma you're going to hit up. Last time to do discipline, this will be 40. And voila, we are level 40 in our character and maxed out. So the next part of the video will demonstrate equipment and such. So let's skip to it. Now, I moved this to the arena of this mod. I found this out recently as I was figuring out builds and such to demonstrate much more better. So first of all, you want Bless. It'll be +1 for all your allies, and +1 will saves against Fear. Great for all your allies. Protection against alignment. Bonus AC class for against evil alignment. In this case, Divine Favor again. Bonus to attack and weapon damage. So that is real good. Next up is Bull Strength. Adds a strength modifier 1d4 +1. So if you roll 4 +1 on strength, you're golden. And then afterwards I did Aurora of Glory. You gain +4 charisma bonus when you use this up for your attacks. Allies gain +5 for their saving throws and are healed when this is used. Again, another party great. All allies gain attack effect +1, etc., etc. And Holy Sword adds divine damage and treats your weapon like Holy Avenger +5. Plus, you can also dispel magic on foes. And this is real good, so we'll set that up right now. His base attack is 45, 40, 35, and 30, with +7 scrimmage charge, +7 full plate armor, +7 tower shield. Those are the items you look for: scrimmage charge, full plates, and tower shields. What we're going to do is randomly pick a Lich and Doom Knight Commander as our demonstration. Since they're evil, they're also undead too. That's a double bonus. If it's just evil, you'll be fine. Neutral, you'll get some benefits, but you won't get benefits as if they were evil though. That extra damage, but still, it's a very nice build if you want to go the ultimate Holy Knight route or the ultimate good guy route. So we're gonna buff up our character first, and then we're gonna do Divine Wrap and the Divine Power, the one with the melee damage. Yeah, so we just keep on casting those spells. This is the spells you gotta cast. It's a short list. So far we got 52, 47, 43, and 38. We cast Holy Sword. Now we just turn on weapon to the Holy Avenger versus Evil. Now we're gonna move ahead, and what we're gonna do is Divine Wrath to buff us up, and Divine Might. Now we're at 60, so our attack bonus is basically good now. Cast that up. Should do some extra more damage. Smite Evil is your main thing you need to use, so click on that. And he's immune to crits, but that's undead. But boom, 188 on the Smite. And Greater Cleave just did some good damage. Damage is pretty good either way. If it's against an evil opponent, well, that's it. And final, this build's great for fighting against evil mainly and such. Decent against neutral. Good, it wouldn't do well, but still, this is great for if you want to go the Holy Knight route. Well, this is all the time we have for today's builds. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everybody.